All right. Well, what? How are we gonna
Come on,
start?
dude.
Come on, dude. We're not even 5 seconds in.
No, this is how podcast started.
This is how this starts, just everybody laughing.
Everybody just
well,
laughing.
well, and you just start laughing.
No.
All right. Okay. Anyway, this is our first attempt at a podcast.
Yeah, we're the insert title here. That's gonna be the name.
Yeah.
Should we
the
connect this to
podcast.
Rokelands at all?
Well,
Yeah, we
we'll
should.
put like a
Just
link
call
in
it
No,
Rokelands
we'll,
Talk.
No, we'll figure this out all in post. But for now, we're recording.
Okay. Yeah. What are you doing?
All right. Sorry about that. That was my hamster. I'm just kidding.
Okay. So our first topic is going to be Spider-Man. All things Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, what's so funny, Anthony?
We're so nerdy, but okay.
Dude,
All
shut
right.
up.
We're just talking about Spider-Man.
Yeah. Talk about Spider-Man
Okay,
and all.
what about
all his-
Spider-Man? That's the
all
thing.
his
No,
Spider-Man.
Like, we're just gonna think of a topic and just go on from there. Because I mean, there's a lot we can talk about.
Okay,
Yeah,
is
especially
there
with
though?
all the
Okay,
big Spider-Man news going on.
Big Spider-Man news that
So, for those of
okay.
you who don't know, which is probably no one except my mom, but anyway, Marvel Studios recently made a deal with Sony, so they're gonna allow Spider-Man to be in future Marvel Studios films, and it's pretty freaking cool.
Really?
Yeah. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah,
Wow.
I found out today. I woke up and I just had a
Woke up, my mom.
I had a hunchback, and turns out it was Spider-Man telling me the good news. He was whispering in my ear.
What does any of that mean? Anyways,
I don't know. You can put like you can
Hunchback.
put like the animation of like
It's like
to go along with what
woke
we're
up
saying.
and Spider-Man is just on your back whispering.
Yeah, I'm sure
Hey,
you
did
can,
you-
you can, I'm sure you can figure that out.
Okay. So yeah, with that news, we had a discussion. Many discussions in the past week about Peter Parker being the Spider-Man. But Peter, would you like to?
Me,
Yeah, would you like to
what would I like
tell
to
the people what you think?
since you're in the minority.
Yeah, the
subject.
minority.
No, you were agreeing with me last week, dude. What the
Okay,
heck?
no, dude, come on.
No,
we're
but-
gonna start talking about this. Come on. It's so weird.
No, why
You're
is
like
he saying
covered
I'm
in a
in the
blanket.
minority?
You are the minority.
No, you were agreeing with me last week. He's a flip flopper. Okay, just so you know, don't take Anthony's word for granted because he's a
Anthony's
flip flopper.
opinions don't matter.
Anthony's
Oh my God.
opinions don't matter because he does what he wants
Bullshit.
to
No,
fit in with
opinions
his
I
team.
came to the conclusion.
Okay, anyway,
Okay.
and basically, I think that Miles Morales from the Ultimate Spider-Man comics should be in the movie universe, and yeah, people don't seem to agree with me on that. But,
Okay,
you know,
so let
it
me
could
just
work.
let me just put it out there, Peter. I've said this a million times, but Peter Parker is way more well known than Miles. Therefore,
I know he's my favorite
what? Then why do you?
because I think it's a good idea because I think people would agree with me when I say that like I want to see something different from a Spider-Man movie, not the same Peter Parker story that we've already seen twice in the past. It's like.
Well, see, it'd be different if they were like starting. They had him from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like they could, because they're not giving him an origin story. He's just gonna kind of be there.
Yeah.
And if they do, like,
But then there's so many questions that they're going to have answered. But if they make it a different guy, then there's room for them to give him an origin story because it won't be
man,
the
turn
same
your phone
guy.
off.
Come on.
Sorry, my bad.
No, big like.
Penis boy.
Okay, but here's my issue.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, Peter doesn't. Spider-Man and Peter don't exist in the Marvel universe yet. Basically,
No,
in the movie universe. Basically,
No, they exist. They just haven't been shown on screen yet.
But they basically don't exist. For as far as we know, they don't exist.
No,
Yeah.
that's the problem with it. They exist. They just haven't been introduced
him
yet.
They just can't have a new Spider-Man.
But
I
they exist. They still exist. They just haven't been introduced.
Okay,
into-
that literally doesn't that doesn't have
No,
anything to
it,
do.
It does. You'll see why that comes back in play. Just
All right,
continue
we'll
with
see.
your-
Okay.
Anyways, Miles Morales would be amazing, but
He
it
would.
wouldn't
They-
make
they
any
should do
sense.
it. They could
Like,
find a way to make it.
No,
make
like
sense.
they
They don't.
Anyways.
after they kill off Spider-Man, or
Like later on, if they had a chance to like completely start from the beginning, because they're kind of just throwing them into the mix here. If they could start from the beginning, give them a new origin story, maybe they could have done that, and that could have been cool.
they already have like shit going on right now. Like they
Yeah.
already have like a storyline and everything going on. They just can't add Miles Morales in all of this.
Yeah, because everyone already knows Peter Parker. They're just gonna throw him in
This
there.
is all planned out already. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is about the Avengers, not Miles Morales.
Yeah,
It's not like he's more of like a. I don't even know. He's just like it just wouldn't fit at right now.
But like if they were
At
going to
the
start
moment.
from the beginning, yeah. But for throwing him in there now, you
Yeah.
might as well make him Peter Parker.
It
Like,
just
because
doesn't make
everyone
any
already
sense.
knows who Peter Parker is.
Right.
Like I didn't even know who Miles was until you brought him up a couple weeks ago. It's like, what's this 12-year-old black boy
Come on, man.
and this Spider-Man?
I mean, I knew who he was for ever since he came out because it was kind of a big thing.
Well, what year was that?
2011.
2011.
Yeah.
Okay, how long has Peter Parker been around? Since the
Uh,
beginning.
1961.
See,
Probably, it's
it's
probably
'cause-
not accurate.
I don't
Something-
think so.
Something like that. I don't know.
But he 1961.
You just
I
threw
gotta-
out a number.
Hold on, I gotta figure that out.
But yeah, like Peter Parker's more iconic, and people already know him as Spider-Man. So
Right.
even if they did include Miles
It's
Morales,
easier to just put him in there.
yeah, they can
Know what
just
I'm saying?
insert him in there, and
Right.
people already
And people
know his
won't,
story.
like,
They'll know.
question it.
Yeah, I mean, what?
They might
what-
question why it's a different Peter Parker. Why does he look different? But
Oh,
that's what it is. What?
But I mean, there's not.
You're a year off.
1962.
Okay, well,
One
all right,
year off.
So
Wow.
close.
Damn.
Wow.
But yeah, Peter, what do you think about our arguments? Huh?
Yeah, like
Well, I mean,
kind of lose track.
No, because like I
no,
understand
I
that
didn't
you
lose
think it's.
track. I get it now. I understand why they're doing it, but I'm just saying, like, as someone who's seen the past like 2 series of Spider-Man movies, I just want to see something completely different, and I feel, as of right now, introducing Miles is the only way where we get to see something completely different be done with the character. Well, because when they do bring him on screen, I'm still gonna enjoy the crap out of it. But the thing is, it's gonna be the same Spider-Man that we've seen, and I get that it's gonna fit better. Like, realistically speaking, it will fit in better with the universe they have going. But I'm just interested
it
to
would
see
be
something new.
ballsy if Marvel
Yeah, I know.
Studios
But the
do
only
that.
reason like I want to see it is because I'm just more interested in seeing something new, not the same story.
Well, in time, like they still like.
But I mean,
Well,
then
it's
again,
like-
if they differentiate the Peter Parker story, then I'm all for it. I'd love to see that if they can find ways to make it different
Well, I
than
mean,
the past
okay.
2 times.
I just feel like
they've
we need
done
to
it.
get Peter out of the way first. That's just it. They need to like.
And then
you know what I'm saying?
so then there'll be more room for Miles,
What do you
so they
mean?
can do what
no,
they
like
want.
like Peter like dies and then Miles Morales comes in.
Well, I don't even think they necessarily have to
I think they
kill
need
him.
to do that.
I don't
just
know
get
if they
rid
have
of
to
him
kill
or
him.
do something.
Well, no, I
See,
think I
yes.
think he needs to be introduced first.
Either way, yes.
I think he
Peter-
should be introduced first.
Miles.
No, Peter Parker.
Peter.
I
yeah,
think he
yeah,
should be
That's what I'm
introduced
saying.
first.
That's what we're saying. At
No,
least.
you're saying they need to kill him or get him out of the way. I don't think they need to
But-
do that. I just think he needs to be introduced in the world.
It would make
No,
more
listen,
sense
listen.
if he was out of the way. What's the point in 2 Spider-Man? In the
Well,
No,
he doesn't-
see, listen, I don't think they're even considering Miles Morales right now.
No,
like
they're not.
because even if he does exist, it's not going to be for a while. Because
Not
what
for a long
and with the whole
plus he's 12, so he's probably like a baby right now if he does exist in the universe.
sure.
all
Something-
right.
something like that.
That's gonna be irrelevant.
No, but it is. Yeah, he's probably.
I don't
like
think
he's a
people
little
because I mean
kid.
they can do whatever they want when it comes to that.
Yeah,
I mean,
honestly,
if
like
they can do whatever they
they
want,
make him like
they can
16,
put his
no,
mind
well,
well,
over
yeah, they
figure it
can,
out.
but they're not going to because
I know.
it's like it would be more enjoyable for some people, but a lot less enjoyable for the majority because they already know who's Spider. Okay, and with the whole
Makes
like,
sense.
oh, I want to see something new thing, it's not like we've already seen 2 origin stories, so I think they get like since they're going to be introducing Spider-Man before his own independent like movie as the focus of his own movie. It's like I think they're going to skip the whole origins thing, and if it's
Thank
Peter
God
Parker,
for that.
yeah, and if it's Peter Parker, we already know the story.
Right.
I mean, they may recap it.
They know everyone knows who Mary Jane is.
Yeah, everyone knows who everyone is because
Yeah.
they've been introduced like in the comics and the movies,
Right.
all that. So I think like even if it's like in his new independent movie, it's not gonna feel. It's gonna feel different. It's gonna be different, especially with the whole like after Civil War and all those movies.
Right.
The world's not gonna be like, oh, Spider-Man saving New York from villains. It's gonna be something different.
Mhm.
Because there's like bigger things going on than just New York and those villains.
Right. Anything like that?
What do you think about that, Pete?
Yeah.
How do you like them apples?
They taste pretty good. I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10.
I don't know. Like, I think that's about all we can say about that, honestly.
Yeah,
We're
I
just kind of
guess.
going in circles.
Okay.
at this point.
Case.
Now let's talk about
It's a
if
good
for Peter Parker the casting
Hmm?
for the new Peter Parker. Who do you
Oh,
want to see? Because I mean, I'm just gonna put it out
Someone
there.
who
do I
represents
have in
Tobey
mind?
Maguire.
Yeah, because honestly,
Tobey Maguire represents Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, I mean,
What do
like, no, they're two different Peter Parkers, honestly, in the film universe. There's
No,
Andrew
yeah.
Garfield and there's Tobey Maguire. I want Tobey Maguire,
yeah,
not him himself.
because
But-
he's
just
too old.
someone who's exactly like him, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
I
Someone
think
who
it needs
looks
to be.
nerdy, not pretty boy. Andrew
Honestly,
Garfield.
at this point, I couldn't throw any names out
no, I
because I
can't.
think
I can't either.
I think it'd be better, honestly, for the character if it's like not a well-known actor.
Yeah,
Because if he
I think
plays
so.
it good,
Who
then like he'll
Andrew?
take the like.
Andrew Garfield, he was in The Social Network.
Yeah, he I don't
Oh
know.
really?
He was in.
I
Yeah.
didn't see any movies with him in it, so he was
Exactly.
kind of out
on
of
no
the.
one's radar.
he was
really.
out of the
He
blue
just
for
kind of
me.
came out. Yeah, same.
I think that someone like that, if they can do it well, I think that'd be better for
Yeah.
Peter Parker because it's the same sense as
Someone
like
who isn't like
Robert Downey Jr. before Iron Man. Like he was still a big actor, but like
Yeah.
that was for
His
me at least. That's
defining-
what like made
yeah.
me like see him, like check him out like as an actor. If they can like, I think someone needs to do that with the character.
Yeah,
You know what I
like,
mean?
Make him iconic. Like,
Yeah, like to where when you think
Take
of it,
like
you
a-
put two
like
and
when
two
you think
together.
of the actor,
When you
think
you
of
think
Yeah,
of
because
Spider-Man,
when I think
yeah,
of Iron Man, I think of Tony Stark. When I think of Tony Stark, I think of
And
Robert
it's
Downey
for me,
Jr.
yeah, for me, like it's even more than that. Like
Like
even,
someone who
like
fits
after
the
they
role
carry it
perfectly,
on, like
right.
I don't think I'll ever, like honestly, I mean I might be corrected one day, but right now I don't think anyone will ever be able to
A
play
good
Iron Man
Yeah.
as good because
Yeah, I
he
literally
like
can't see it.
he
I can't
literally
either.
owns the role. Like
Yeah.
that's him. That's his
He
like
plays it so perfectly.
that's his like bread and butter. Like that's what he needs to do.
Right.
And I think like I don't know if he really. I don't know, like Tobey Maguire. I
think he was
I think he's
close.
the best we've had so
Yeah.
far by far.
Like he
Yeah.
was,
and he was
the closest
close,
to
yeah,
perfect.
but I don't think he's necessarily.
He wasn't
like,
completely defining,
Yeah.
but he fit the role really well.
We're just so
Yeah.
used to seeing him, even from kids.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
because I grew up with like Tobey Maguire
Right.
being Spider-Man,
We
so
all have.
so that's like what I compare everything to. And Andrew Garfield was a terrible Peter
Yeah,
Parker,
and
in my
I
opinion.
hate him because of
He was
this.
not
Not
good.
because of
I
the
mean,
movie.
I
Spider-Man.
honestly think he was a really good Spider-Man, but as a Peter Parker, which was majority of the movie, it
Yeah.
was him as Peter
It was
Parker.
more of a movie, yeah,
Right.
that's right.
That it,
I
he
even
was
liked him
just-
as Spider-Man. I thought he was just annoying.
No, I liked him as
He was
Spider-Man.
good.
I thought
he
he
was a good Spider-Man.
he was
he's
a-
kind of a dick when he was Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying?
well, I
yeah,
mean,
but that's how Spider-Man
He's
is.
just no, but
he's
he's just annoying.
he's like
as
cocky,
Spider-Man.
cheesy.
That's how
I
Spider-Man.
know, but it's like
If you,
Well, you can't say I know. 'Cause that means you just dislike
yeah,
Spider-Man.
that means
as
you're
a
just
whole.
disagreeing.
You don't like how because he basically did what Tobey Maguire did, only a teeny bit more, which is good for Spider-Man.
In the Spider-Man suit, Andrew Garfield, like he, like
The
the things he
wisecracks,
says,
yeah.
the wisecracks, he nailed.
I
That.
felt like it was
Spider-Man.
just kind of like forced, like the stuff he.
But that's how it is in the
I
comics.
no, I kind of
That's
understand
how
the
it is in the
forced part,
comics.
but
Yeah,
it
it's
fit.
forced. It's just as forced in the comics when you're reading it.
Because just adds to the cheesiness. Like
exactly,
it was unneeded.
Exactly, it just adds to the cheesiness.
Because I mean, like the whole carjacking scene, he could have easily just like taken out the guy. He just webbed him like against the wall real quick, but instead he was just playing around with him and just cracking wise
I
jokes.
just didn't think his wise jokes were even like. I don't know. I just felt like they could have been like.
I don't know. It's
funny.
just. I mean, everything's just a
He just
personal
came
preference.
Off, okay, he just came off as like more of a dick than funny.
Well, I mean, that's
Yeah.
like what he partially.
I don't know.
was.
He didn't come off as a dick to me at all. Because I mean, he was this nerdy
I
kid.
don't-
He-
I don't
just
think
like
so.
smug. I don't know.
well, I mean, he
He's
is smug.
pretty
Because I
smug.
mean, he was just this nerd, and now he has all these
Not-
powers and can do whatever the hell he
Not as
wants.
smug as James Franco as Harry Osborn, but he's still pretty
Okay,
nice.
I don't even want to get on that topic.
No, dude, he was so
everything
smug in that movie.
that trilogy.
Wasn't he smug in the third one?
What?
James Franco, wasn't he the smuggest like dude ever in the third one?
Well,
Yeah.
He was so smug. He's like
But that
the
fits his
taste of her
character.
lips, strawberries.
Straight like
He's so smug, dude. Like he's
that
just
trilogy.
messing
They
with it.
casted that trilogy perfect.
They 100% they did.
I-
Like J. Jonah Jameson. What's the guy's name?
I have no
J.K.
idea. I don't know.
Simmons? Is his name J.K. Simmons? I feel like that might
The
be his
actors?
name. Yeah.
I don't.
I feel like that
Look
might
it up,
be
you
his
have
name.
a
I'm not
phone.
completely sure.
But he's like a
literally
splitting
look-
image
yeah,
of the
it's
comics.
spot
Yeah,
on.
like, really.
It looks exactly like him.
I don't know because like I grew up watching movies. That's where I first like learned about Spider-Man, and then I went back and started reading the original comics, and I was like, okay, that like the movies and the comics are like the
they're-
same.
Yeah, well, except for
Basically.
the web shooters. But besides that, they
I
didn't.
don't know. I really liked how they.
How it's
organic?
organic? Oh my god.
I mean, my
really,
biggest
I
thing.
really thought that was cool.
no.
I
it's
did
like-
I did think it was cool, but my biggest thing, like as because
I mean, it's not realistic
yeah,
it's
exactly.
not-
I did
even-
grow up with
no,
it.
Even as a kid, I was thinking like, what? How's that? How?
No.
It's a superhero. It's
Yeah,
not
No,
because
but still, it's
I
like,
I
what?
actually like I didn't know that wasn't the real origin like until like I grew up. Like,
Same, but
I
even
thought
then-
I thought that's how it was. But
I
then
thought-
once I found out he had web shooters, like I thought back and
I
I
was
was
like-
like that makes a lot more
Yeah,
sense. I'm
web
like if
shooters
it was
make more
organic,
sense.
why is it not coming out of his asshole?
Yeah.
Like that, like realistically speaking, organic webbing should be coming out of his ass, not
True.
like out of his.
I
wrist.
just
Like,
really-
that doesn't really make any sense.
I just like how they tried it. They took the step and
How
tried
it's
to.
actually like turning into an actual spider. In a
Well,
way?
no, like they
Sense.
incorporated the whole spider thing more because I mean, basically, what he got from the spider is just the ability to climb walls and super strength.
And,
yeah, well, and spider
sense.
sense, and he's
And
faster.
and
I don't know, I
does he
did-
heal quicker?
he heals a
I don't
little
know,
bit quicker.
somehow
He has more.
he heals quicker.
He has better
Oh.
agility.
Yeah.
He's
I don't know,
just
I just
everything
really
else
like. I
besides
just like
spider
how.
webs.
I think it was just really cool how they like incorporated that instead of like oh you just had like this amazing
Well, I
like,
mean,
fight
I know-
carbon fiber web.
No, what I like
I know what
about
you
the
mean.
web,
He's kind of empty. Like it's kind of like a.
it's like he's just stronger. It,
Yeah.
it really makes him feel like Spider-Man. Like without the
I
web,
think-
he's not so much Spider-Man. He's just like strong.
I think it kind of like just shows
I
how.
mean, here's
I see your argument.
Here's my thing. I really like the web shooters because it kind of like it showcases just how smart he is. Like
True.
he designed those
Yeah, that
himself.
too.
Like that's what really gives away. Like he's
Yeah,
not
that-
only really
that's what I was
strong,
about
he's
to
also
say.
really smart. Like
Really?
he's able to
No,
design
I was about
all
to say
this
like
tech.
the thing about the whole the trilogy, how it was just a power that came with the
Yeah, exactly.
the bite.
It didn't
It's like I think it kind of like separated Peter Parker
from
from,
Spider-Man. Yeah, it-
which I think
yeah.
was a really cool concept. How like Peter Parker was still always like this nerdy guy. He wasn't cocky. He was kind of shy and like awkward. But then when he was Spider-Man, he was just a complete badass.
Yeah, he was more courageous. He
Right.
was-
Because-
yeah,
They're
Yeah,
two
that's kinda-
personalities in a way.
Yeah,
That's kinda
that's
cool.
why I didn't like because the web shooters. That's why the Amazing Spider-Man, as weird as it sounds, that like added a whole new it connected the characters more, which
The
I
web shooters?
yeah, because like it showed like how
No,
he
because
incorporated his intellect with
that- yeah.
him being a superhero.
That really makes sense because now that I think about like watching the original trilogy, like when I'm watching it, like when Tobey Maguire's in the suit being Spider-Man, like I can't picture Tobey Maguire doing any of that.
Yeah.
But in the Amazing Spider-Man, it's like okay, Andrew Garfield, he looks like a pretty athletic dude. I'm sure he could, I don't know, like do a backflip or something.
Yeah,
if he
and,
wanted
like,
to.
he-
like it
Have you
it made
seen Tobey Maguire with his shirt off though?
yeah, he's ripped, but I mean, it doesn't look like he's like really athletic. Like he's
Yeah,
built,
he
but it
kinda-
doesn't
he
look
doesn't
like he
have
can
the
run a
build.
mile. He like you
yeah,
know.
like Andrew Garfield looks kind of like scrawny.
Yeah, like it completely
but,
separated
like a
the two
gymnast,
characters.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
His body type fits.
It fits Spider-Man. Yeah,
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
That's something I didn't like about Spider-Man. Really, was how like he's mostly portrayed as like pretty scrawny.
Well, I mean, he's supposed to be like he's basically the most relatable comic book like hero. Like,
I think
It's kind of sad.
I mean, no matter, but I mean that's basically like no matter who you are, like who can really relate to Batman? Like at the end of the day,
Well,
like I mean, I'm sure there's some
Our
people
parents
out
aren't
there. But,
dead
like,
and
yeah,
we're not
exactly.
rich.
we're not billionaires. Like he's,
Right.
That's why like so many of his character traits are the way they are because he was
Right.
meant to be like pretty relatable.
but
do you really think that was like the because in the initial thing he was he really a nerd?
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
no, I remember he was portrayed.
He was always a nerd. He was
Because
always
in
like
the
an
original
outcast.
comics, he always came off to me as just
a
like
likable guy.
pretty just like manly in a way. I must not
Yeah, I
remember
mean,
that.
later he kind of grows into a
No,
man,
let me-
but he always basically starts off as an awkward kid.
I think in the Amazing Spider-Man movies, the films, they're heading more towards the Ultimate Universe with
Oh, I think-
Peter
yeah,
Parker.
yeah, I
because
think
there's
so.
kind of in a way there's different types of Peter.
Because
Parkers.
wasn't he?
I think
He was
think-
the youngest in the Ultimate Universe, right?
Right.
Wasn't that the youngest version of
right,
Peter Parker?
and
that there
Tobey
ever was?
Maguire was more of the original.
Amazing. Yeah.
Peter Parker in a way.
Which is kind of ironic
Right.
because the name is the
Right, I
Amazing
know.
Spider-Man.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually prefer the original Peter Parker because I feel like he's a more of a likable guy.
I don't know. The Ultimate Comics version of Peter Parker. That's like my favorite because like
Oh yeah, well
probably
yeah.
because I was about
But-
his age like when it came out.
Yeah.
Was I? I don't know. Probably something
No.
like that.
Wait, he's like a senior in high school.
No,
The
he was like
Ultimate
15.
Universe?
In the Ultimate Universe, he was 15.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when he became Spider-Man, he was like 15.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Yeah.
And then the Amazing Spider-Man at the
Like a
same
sophomore.
time while
Yeah,
the
he was a
universes
sophomore.
Yeah, he was a sophomore while the universes were going on. He was
Okay.
Amazing was like 20 something, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool though.
I'm trying to find the picture of the first.
Issue.
Yeah.
Of what to see how old he was.
I mean, he has like his shirt
No, I
tucked
mean,
in
he's-
and like.
He just looks like manly to me.
Okay, I think that's why. It's just because he was.
So I mean, like,
old.
okay, I know this isn't the first, but look at that. Does that look like a nerd to you?
Yes.
It looks like a man trying. Like, look, he looks like fit. He looks built.
He looks handsome, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, does that really look like a nerd? But like, if he
No.
didn't have those office clothes, like
You know, you got to put like the pictures. Like
I know.
Okay, I'm just making sure you do. No, we should talk about the Marvel. I don't even know like the name for it right now. The thing Marvel, like the Marvel Comics reboot, how they're combining like all the universes, like ending like
Oh,
they're
like,
ending.
like what DC did.
Yeah, they're
in
making
New
it one.
52.
They're making it one new continuation. So there's no alternate universes and a million
Yeah, like
different versions.
Thor's
of
gonna
Spider-Man.
be like all female now, and
No,
Whoa,
I don't,
what?
No, I don't think. No, I think he already was a female.
Oh,
That's
really?
something they tried. They're like, all right, this didn't work.
oh,
I'm not. I don't really stay caught up on Thor, so
neither do
we
I.
need a citation. Anything we say may not be 100% accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember them announcing that Thor was going to be a woman a while back.
Really?
I know for a fact. I read it on IGN a while back.
Oh,
IGN, huh?
okay. Well, that's kind of
Yeah, IGN is a credible source
sometimes.
Okay, I
most
mean,
of the time.
Big Hero 6. That was
yeah,
my
the
favorite
original Peter
superhero
Parker
movie.
was
Shush.
hella
What- what-
nerdy.
2014. It was.
What relevance does that have to anything we were just about to talk about?
Oh, I don't know. Big Hero 6 is just a good movie. It's a Marvel.
What?
He's
Uh,
on
what-
Big
come on,
Hero
what-
6's
what is-
dick right now. Sorry. guys.
It's a Marvel-owned property. It's relevant.
Yes. What else do you have to say about it?
It's a great movie. If you haven't already, you should go check it out. It comes out on DVD next week on the 24th
Okay, yeah.
Of
the-
February.
of February.
Okay, yeah, the original Peter Parker was nerdy as hell.
Wait,
Yeah,
no, let me
he
see,
definitely was. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
I don't
Look
know,
at that
think,
nerd.
I think,
he looks scrawny and shit.
yeah,
He's
a
a nerd.
Yeah, I don't know. I
He's a
don't know.
nerd. Either way, he's a nerd.
Yeah.
That's someone you can push around.
Yeah, definitely.
Just because you can.
Yeah, just because you can.
Now, if anything, Ultimate Comics, Peter Parker was like, he was more like him than anything. I feel like.
Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, sure.
And I should probably look up Ultimate Peter.
He was kind of
Parker.
like a. Make sure you put in like.
Are you gonna say-
comics,
are you gonna say
not
he was-
the
he
I mean, I never
smug.
really got into Spider-Man comics, so I can't really
Really?
put my two cents in
Why?
this.
Why are you even here right now? Then arguing all this.
Like.
Just
Well, I
kidding.
mean, I know the
No, I know, I know.
basics.
Yeah.
I just don't. I'm not like in
He
depth.
kind of looks like a emo little kid a little bit.
That's the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
He's like
looks
15.
doesn't look nerdy. He just looks like a weirdo.
Well, no, go to that one. That's more of. Yeah. He just looks like a normal kid.
No, that's just weird.
You don't like it?
It's the haircut.
I mean, in the Ultimate Spider-Man video game, that's kind of what he looks like too.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what he looks like, honestly.
He
just
gets
looks
his,
like a
he gets his
normal,
haircut like
like,
that later on.
So-
Okay,
Sophomore kid.
I do not like that.
Look at how
Spider-
scrawny he, because he's
I-
15. He's a 15-year-old
Yeah.
kid
Yeah, but how old's Spider-Man in
in the Amazing
Amazing?
series.
He's like a senior.
Yeah,
He's older.
He's like
but
a
I mean that's
senior
only like
citizen,
2 years.
Like now, I mean,
Oh,
something I don't even.
A senior citizen. I do not.
Well, he grows up. Like by the time he dies, he doesn't die when he's
Come on,
15.
spoiler alert, dude.
Okay, well.
Let me
he
see an
dies.
older version then, because I mean that just
Um,
because I've seen the Ultimate Spider-Man, which is I haven't seen the actual.
That's gonna be hard to search because he doesn't know exactly what to search.
Ultimate Comics older Peter Parker.
I guess, or just go on the
Try for that.
wiki, Marvel wiki or something.
I think. Wait, is that the Ultimate Comics? I can't
I
tell.
literally have no idea. I haven't read all the Ultimate Comics. You know, I haven't read his death.
How-
That,
okay,
that
how-
I'm pretty sure that is. I think
Yeah.
that's before he dies.
Yeah, that's gotta be it.
Okay, that's better.
That's the same. Yeah.
I just don't. I don't think they should have started so young.
Well, I mean,
they did
Miles
something
is
different.
12.
Yeah,
When-
Miles is 12.
When he starts, he's 12.
Yeah.
I don't.
He's only 12 years old.
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
He's a little kid.
That
like,
is so weird.
I
He's
know,
a
isn't
little
it?
kid. He's a literally
I love the
just
suit,
a
though.
little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool.
But
I feel
that
like
is
any black and red like Spider-Man suit. Scarlet Spider is my favorite Spider-Man suit of all time.
Dude, freaking what's it called? Last Stand Spider-Man. That is the most badass version of Spider-Man I've seen so far.
Me and
Dude,
Pete
I mean,
disagree
I don't know.
with that.
I don't know. I just really like the darkness and like.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's your boy.
I hate when they do
Vito.
that crap.
You know.
Okay.
Okay, what, I don't know. What else is there to talk about, honestly?
Okay, back where I was saying earlier, but we got way off topic. What's your opinion on the whole Marvel ending alternate timelines and universes, just making one singular timeline from this point on? They're just gonna go straight.
Okay, first of all, let me get this out of the way. They're doing it for mainstream audiences, honestly.
Yeah,
For sure,
that
yeah.
is for
Yeah,
sure
'cause
what they're
comic
doing.
books are like bigger than
Like
ever
me.
now.
I'm
Yeah.
sure. No, yeah, definitely. The fact that we're having this conversation right now, like,
Just proves it.
Yeah.
Right. I
Like,
mean,
it's-
not necessarily. Like we're kind of.
No, I really like it.
Well,
I
I mean,
really
we're-
like what they're doing.
We're a little bit more into it than some people, but
Yeah.
in general, it's pretty mainstream
Yeah.
now to be into
True.
like comic books and superheroes and
True.
everything. But I think it's a pretty good idea.
For
because-
mainstream, I don't know. I kind of like the different
I'm
universes. It
I'm
keeps
kind of
things
split. That's
interesting.
why
See,
exactly. It keeps things completely interesting.
I know.
Just knowing the fact that like somewhere out there's a Spider-Man that never like whose Uncle Ben like never told him with great power comes great responsibility. So he doesn't have like such high morality. So he's killing people. Like it's just cool knowing that there's different versions of Spider-Man and like
Peter
Iron
Parker.
Man, like all
Yeah.
these different superheroes. It's just knowing that there's different versions of them
You see,
that
right.
exist.
Like
I think that's
I
just
love the Ultimate Universe.
I like that, but
Exactly.
I mean,
to the
I-
regular
yeah.
universe.
that.
I mean,
Yeah,
what
I like
made
that a lot better.
wait, what? You like the Ultimate Universe better?
That's my
Yeah,
favorite.
yeah.
It's my favorite universe out of
Oh,
all.
I like that.
But-
See, I'm just such a mainstream guy when it
You
comes
like
to
the
this.
original
Spider-Man
universe,
is
like the Amazing
the
Spider-Man?
best game.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because I mean, it's because, like, say you're. I was thinking about this when we were discussing like Spider-Man versus Batman, Peter. We like, there's so many different, like
situations and scenarios.
and different like some in some comics, Spider-Man like is weaker than like the
Oh,
base
yeah.
base Spider-Man, and then there's other comics where Batman is a lot more stronger and more like a superhero than just a smart dude.
But with this, it's like the guidelines are like completely
Yeah,
set. in
'cause, I
stone.
mean,
It's
you
like,
could-
This is Spider-Man. This is who he is. This is his.
Because I mean, it makes
That's it,
discuss
go.
it would make like discussions and comparing
a
just
lot
like,
easier because
it would
anything
make it
from
would
the past,
simplify
like,
things a lot. But
yeah,
the thing
because
is,
because after that, like anything, like there's no relevancy to a lot of the things. But I feel like that's kind of why I like don't like it because it makes all these different things that they did in the past with like alternate universes almost irrelevant in a way. Like talking about them now, it's like in the main Marvel storyline, like none of these matter anymore. So it's almost like there's no point in like even talking about them, like in terms of like debates of like superheroes and stuff.
even if they do the whole mainstream thing, I'm pretty sure they're
No,
gonna
they're
branch
doing-
off and like start. They're
They're
basically
not gonna stay
That's what
true.
I feel.
They're,
Yeah,
just,
they're
they're like
gonna-
little kids.
Think about
They're
it.
not
I
gonna
feel like
stay in line.
they're like, yeah,
I feel
we're
like
gonna
when they first,
yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like in what was it, 1962 or whenever when they first made like
Yeah.
Spider-Man, like I feel like they didn't have it planned in their head that there were also going to be all these different versions.
Yeah, right.
Like I felt they were just going to do it, and then whatever they were just going to let their creativity flow, and whatever happened happened.
I don't even know.
I feel like it's pretty
I don't even think
hard,
Stan Lee
like-
knows what's going on with all his different.
Yeah, I
Spider-Mans.
think he just
He's like
like
he's
just
like,
whoa, what happened?
Spider-Man.
whoa.
Now that's
Yeah.
pretty
It's
amazing
like, hey,
right there. He's just
He's like, what are you doing with my characters? He's like,
Making
oh
a
no,
bunch
no,
of
no, dude,
cameos.
we'll just throw you in this movie. Oh,
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. Now that's something you
Now-
don't see every day.
Now that's
Here's something I was
Where?
thinking about. Like, do you think they'll change their origins?
Uh, no, I think it's.
Okay, no,
I mean,
you know what I think?
need
That,
to
I
do
think
a
what
little more
what's
research
going to
on that,
happen.
but-
I think that they're doing this because they. I think they notice the interest people are gaining. I
Right.
mean, I think this is perfect for people like me because I like all the separate storylines, but I'm so far behind in catching up on all of them.
It's gonna make it a lot easier.
Yeah, because basically you just got a clean
It's basically
slate.
saying just start from here. Anything else, just don't worry about. Start from here. We got you covered.
Yeah,
This
see,
is
Right.
super
so
easy.
from my point of view, I like it because you're just gonna have a straight line. It'll branch off, but it'll be manageable. Like I can keep track of the new things coming out.
Mhm.
But I understand from the other people, like you guys, who've been like into the comics and the different canons
Right.
for like
Well,
a
I
while.
mean, we just researched them a lot, if anything.
Well,
Yeah.
but
But either
peop-
way, we're like.
Well, yeah, we
in-
know.
there's people who've been like committed to like the Ultimate series, the main series, and
Right.
all these different series.
Right.
And for that all to just be cut off, I mean,
It kind of sucks.
yeah, it
Yeah.
does. It kind of does because
Yeah.
there's so many cool concepts they have out there that
Right.
I
That-
know they're not going to bring
There's
a
some
lot
bad
of them
ideas
back.
and there's some really cool ideas.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like fucking Last Stand Spider-Man.
Like, sure.
Exactly. He's not. You said he's your favorite Spider-Man. He's not going to exist anymore. Like that's
Right.
just going to be like, whatever. Like I don't know. I just like the possibilities, like being open to
Right.
like different versions.
Well,
of
I think I like how there's going to be so many new ideas and how they're going to bring, and it's
I
not
think-
only
I-
with
yeah.
Spider-Man. They're going to do it with everything else. I think that they've made some mistakes in the past. I don't personally know what they are, but
They're just cleaning stuff
I
up.
think that they'll be able to learn from the
Superior
mistakes.
Spider-Man. There you go. There's a mistake.
They're doing
there.
some maintenance.
There's a mistake.
Yeah.
Wait, that's the one where Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
Doctor
yeah.
Octopus like takes over his mind, and then
I don't know.
he's the new
See, I
Spider-Man.
think even the
that's-
bad. I like even the bad ideas, just because how they're thinking differently.
They're
How
trying to
branching
think
Sure.
outside the box. Because I mean, there's only so many ways you can tell the story of like Peter Parker gets bit by a spider and then he becomes Spider-Man. Like there's
Right.
only
And
so
there's
many
only
ways.
so many times you can
do
clone his
that.
ass, too.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like, you can only make so many clones.
Yeah.
Like how many different Spider-Man are there? Not like but like characters. Like there's
Like-
Peter Parker, Ben
Riley.
Ben Riley, Miles Morales, the Scarlet Spider is like a different dude.
Kane.
Yeah, Kane.
Yeah,
the
see, it would
Scarlet
take me
Spider.
It would
I
take
can't
forever.
even name them off my the top of my
Spider-Man
head.
2099. That's like, I forget
Oh,
his
yeah,
name.
he's a new
He's
dude.
a different
Yeah,
guy.
he's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah,
I saw it.
Spider-Man Noir. He's a
No,
different
he's
dude.
he's not.
No?
He's Peter Parker. I think he's Peter Parker.
Maybe in another it's like, well, here's the thing, it's another dimension. Maybe it's a
Yeah,
Peter Parker
yeah.
in another dimension. It's like a noir universe. Like,
Yeah, see, it would take forever for me to get caught up on all this, which I really want to do, but I just don't have time. But
Right.
if it'll save me like starting from scratch, I think it's got its pros and its cons, but I think ultimately it's for the best.
Yeah,
Sure.
I agree with
Sure.
that.
I mean, I have faith in the writings and shit.
I mean, also that's the only thing.
I honestly don't think it's gonna change a whole lot of shit. Like,
I think it's just, yeah,
it's just kind of like I think they're just doing maintenance. Like, they're just tying what they want to tie in. Like, Miles Morales, he's still gonna be there, right?
Yeah, I think
There you go.
Yeah.
I think they're just-
Ben Riley's still gonna be there
Oh,
somewhere.
well, I mean, he's dead, but
Oh, well,
sometimes
Okay.
he's dead. Exactly, because there's so many different canons. It's like sometimes this
Right.
guy lives, sometimes this guy lives. It's
Right.
like
okay. I just want to discuss this. We don't have a lot to discuss about Spider-Man, so I might as well bring it up.
okay.
Last Stand Spider-Man. What's your guys' problem with that?
I don't
think
have
that's
a
like the
problem. I just
coolest
think
thing ever.
Mainly it was the costume. You were
yeah,
freaking
I think
about the
I
costume.
don't think
costume
the
looks
costume-
badass.
I don't think so. He
Because
has
it's
a
so
pop
basic.
collar. He just looks like
a leather pop collar.
It looks.
yeah.
It's like it's like awesome. It's not like a costume. It's just like clothing, and he just designed it the like.
I mean,
I think that's badass.
I don't know.
I think Spider-Man Noir is
It's just-
pretty cool.
And the whole story behind him is cool too. Like how he
No,
like
the story's
he-
cool.
he
it's like a
killed the Green
stone
Goblin.
cold like
Yeah.
killer.
Yeah.
And at the end,
he got
he's still
so far. He's just like, screw it, whatever. I don't care anymore.
Yeah,
He just
man.
kills
Like
everyone.
no, like whoa, man, that's crazy. You don't when you think of Spider-Man, you think
It's
this.
ballsy.
Yeah, this crazy like oh yeah, I gotta save New York.
Right.
But this guy's
Without
like
killing everyone.
yeah, and then like even at the end,
I'm gonna-
when like he's
I'm
at
gonna-
Aunt May's grave, like the cops are like, hey man, confess to the crimes. He's like no nigga, and then,
Oh,
and then they murder him.
basically that's what he's
Yeah.
Yeah, he's you don't care.
His
I don't know. I just really like
It's
when
just the costume for me.
Yeah,
I think his
it's
story's
honestly
cool.
the costume.
I just think they could
I
have.
think I still
could've
I
done a
really
lot
like
better
the
with
costume.
if anything, the costume doesn't make him look badass.
Yeah,
as much
exactly.
as the
That's-
story.
that's what I think. I think his story
costume
is
doesn't
great.
do
He
the
just
story's
needs the
justice.
I don't know. I don't. I think it's kind of different for me because when when I saw it, I thought it was more like
A
what was
biker.
it? No, I didn't even think of it
That's
as
what
like
he
a
looks like.
leather.
It kind of looks like a biker.
Yeah.
See, I know.
It's
I
the leather,
I,
man.
I didn't think of it as leather. I thought, oh, what's it? Frickin'
Polyester.
no. I'm
Just
blanking
naming
out.
off
Yeah,
materials.
Time period of
Oh, like
Assassin's Creed 3.
oh what?
Really?
Yeah, like
What?
all the
Oh, I mean, I
buttons.
get-
Civil
man,
War?
dude. You know what'd be really
Yeah.
cool?
The American Revolution.
I feel like-
American
I feel like-
Revolution.
I feel like
I don't know
this-
why I was blanking out.
I don't know. I feel like this is probably already a thing, but there should be a Spider-Man where he just wears like just like a cape and like a hood and
Oh,
everything, and he's
cape.
like,
No,
no, not,
I think
okay,
that would get in the
I didn't
way.
Mean, I didn't mean cape, not a cape, but he has like he just has like a hood and
Is
stuff,
that
and he's
Ben
like all
Reilly?
like in the shadows. Well, he has like a hoodie over his
like
thing,
an
but he not,
assassin Spider-Man.
yeah, like an
basically?
assassin.
That's
well,
basically
Assassin's
Creed.
Assassin Spider-Man
Wait,
is a
wait.
thing, but like yeah, he
Did-
should wear like an Assassin's Creed like red thing.
All
with,
you're
like, the
worried
spider
about is
thing.
the looks at this point.
Yeah, because
That's
that would
what
look
you're
cool.
just- I mean, sure.
Because that would look awesome.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Not
I just
really worried
real
about
last. I don't look at him as biker. I don't look at it as like, oh, he's wearing a leather jacket. They're trying to make him look bad.
That's how I see it. And I'm like,
you look
they're
at him as
trying
a rebel.
too hard.
no. I just
Like,
it's just it's
Yeah, I
just
kind of
different.
see like the
It's
like,
just really different.
he seems like Star Warsy to me in like a set. Like I don't know how the right
No,
way.
I don't mean like
Star
a
Wars.
I don't
No,
mean
not
like a
Star
Wars
Wars.
No,
rebel.
no, not
I don't mean
no.
like a Star
Hold
Wars
on.
rebel. I mean like a rebel. Like
Where was I
like,
going? Where was I going?
Star
with that?
Wars rebel
I had a point. I had a point where I
against
was
the
going. With,
Empire.
I had a point where I was totally going with that.
I mean,
Like,
they're put.
No, because
like he looks like he's just trying to like he's trying to like conceal himself.
that's
In a way,
Yeah.
like hide himself
That's what
without
I
really
like.
doing like all that
Too
much.
much?
Yeah, without going over.
I think it's more of like just like a symbol.
Okay.
Because
I
like
get-
the thing about
yeah,
it is
I
that
guess that
like
makes
when you think of
sense.
Spider-Man, you think of like it's extremely skin tight. You can see all his muscles, and it's able.
and like the red
he's
blue,
able to
but he's
move
just
around.
like yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
but like the
okay.
colors are kind of dimmed down. It's like a jacket. He's kind of like it just
Sure.
seems really dark,
Yeah, that
and it's
that
more
makes
of and
sense.
I don't look like it's more of a symbol of like he's trying to like hide himself. The dimmed down colors that
He's not
this.
really thinking about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
just
just-
he's just
whatever
really
he's-
mono. I don't know. That's just what I get from it. That's why I think it's badass because
Sure.
because I don't like he's like not. He's more like clothes.
Like he's on the run. Like
yeah,
basically,
exactly.
basically.
Like he's like hiding from like the police.
I mean,
or something.
it's not
He's
the
just
costume
trying to-
itself isn't him hiding. It's just like a symbol, like a representation of like
of what
I'm
yeah.
in hiding, and
Yeah.
Right.
and like he's not just flipping around being all happy because he has like dimmed down like
colors
thick,
and it's like
thick clothes.
It's like
Right.
he's being like oppressed almost.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
some serious shit.
You know what they need to do. What we said earlier. I'm just gonna throw this out. They need to make a version of Spider-Man where he's just like a complete like thug. But in this
Okay.
universe, Mary Jane isn't a girl. Like it's just weed, and like that's his love. And he's always like, he's like,
Ghetto
hold on,
Spider-Man.
Mary
Like,
Jane,
really
because
ghetto
someone's,
Spider-Man.
someone's
Yo,
running
nigga.
away with his weed. He's like, hold on, Mary Jane, I'm coming, girl. He's
Hey,
like,
hold up,
"You gotta love
It's
me, my Mary
bitch.
Jane.
Don't be messing with my bitch.
It's,
Hey, yo,
it's
Doc Cock.
Him and his main bitch.
Doc Cock.
Oh my god, dude.
It's like a porn star. Yeah, it's a bunch of dicks come out of his back. Oh
Yeah.
god, it's gotten
You can
really
literally-
explicit.
Quiet down, please. Your mom said quiet down.
I know, I've seen it. I've seen it.
Okay.
I've seen the text. We're in my mom's
Whoa.
basement right now.
Yeah, because
Didn't have to say anything out loud.
Because we're nerds.
Yeah. Anyways, what?
No, don't worry. We're not. It's not weird. We're not 30.
We're only 18. Oh, it's Pete's birthday, by the way.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Pete.
Happy birthday,
Yeah,
first
it's
podcast.
like 2:00 in the morning right now, so it is his birthday technically.
Yeah.
But we've been going on for about 40 minutes, 38 minutes to be exact.
And we could probably go a lot more.
Could we
I
don't know,
think
I
so.
Let's just finish. Let's finish up the 20 minutes.
finish up the 20
I
minutes?
was gonna go make it an hour long, or do you want to end it now?
You
No,
wanna-
yeah. I think that's why would
Want
we
to make an hour long? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
Oh.
I mean, why would we stop it and not?
Well, what else are we gonna discuss
Okay,
about Spider-Man?
A
There's
base.
a
Think
lot.
think of
There's
a
a lot we can go.
well. Right now, let's think of on a more personal level. Since I was talking about the last Stan Spider-Man, how I thought that's cool. A basic concept of Spider-Man you'd like to see in a comic, a movie, whatever.
Oh,
Just like
I'm going with the thug where Mary.
No,
Jane
I mean
is
like
just
a
weed.
realistic, not just like a flat out comedy.
Like a whole new origin?
Like
I
a
can't think of that.
not
I
a not
don't
a
really thought
origin,
about it.
just like a setting, a
Something.
drive, a personality of
Oh.
the specific character.
I kind of like the. I mean, this is already done, but I kind of like a more darker, fucked up Spider-Man. Like,
Yeah, I like.
Yeah, I really like
He's
that
like
too.
beaten and shit. Like that's some like real, like dark shit right there, but you know, it doesn't really fit into the
Oh man, no,
mainstream Marvel universe.
that's really tough to do though. Like
Yeah.
think of like a whole new.
Well,
like,
I mean,
like a different
something
era.
I-
Here's an
something I'd like to
example.
see.
Something I was thinking about: steampunk Spider-Man.
You
I don't know if they already did that.
steampunk Shit.
No, I
It-
mean,
it-
no. I just think I don't.
I'm gonna Google that.
No, the
see whatever
the
comes up.
steampunk
Is that
concept
basically
itself.
noir? Not
Is that-
really.
Yeah, it kind of,
It is.
kind of.
I don't
Well,
know.
I
Look
mean,
it up.
Like,
I'm not-
have you
Noir's
seen the Noir Spider-Man?
Noir's the Great Depression, but I mean,
Look it up.
Not really.
Because I mean, no. Think about it.
Yeah, okay,
like,
yeah.
no,
okay,
that's
alright,
the
alright.
time period it takes place. Noir is
1930s?
No, like when I
1930s,
think of
yeah, the Great Depression.
like think of like Bioshock, like the city, like cities in
everything's like,
Bioshock,
right now.
like
I think that'd
everything-
be pretty cool.
like
actually.
there's like freaking gears everywhere. I think it would just like really open up the how
And that would be
creative-
his costume. Look at how cool that looks.
Is
I
that
don't know who drew that,
noir
but that
you
looks
looking at?
that looks pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that looks cool.
I
That looks
figured.
pretty sweet.
What the fuck is that shit?
I don't know. Just put that shit up.
That's
when you-
steampunk.
Yeah,
That
I
looks
looked-
totally steampunk.
I looked up
Oh, yeah.
steampunk.
He looks like an
steampunk Spider-Man.
engineer.
That's what came up.
Oh yeah, that's
'Cause
steampunk.
That's what he would be. And then
You're putting pictures up for the
there's
video.
Yeah.
a villain, steampunk Doc Ock.
Jeez, man, that's
Who
awesome.
made these
like,
things?
think how awesome that would be.
Steampunk
Alright,
Venom
that's
has a
actually-
top hat.
That's actually pretty. Okay.
Look at how
I'm liking
badass that looks.
Yeah,
I'm
alright.
loving that, baby. I'm gonna hard on.
cool.
Yeah, that does look pretty cool.
Because I mean, like, think about it, like a world
Is that
full.
not a real thing?
No.
That needs to be a real thing.
Is that
Why
Cra-
not?
I think-
Dude, is
no.
that Craven the Hunter?
Yeah. Oh. Whoever's making this is a freaking genius. Seriously.
This is all off of DVD.
I
you gotta
wasn't
put the image.
I wasn't
up.
really into it, and then I started actually looking at the art.
It's the whole
that
Marvel
Thor?
universe.
Is that Thor?
Who
That's
is
Thor,
this
Captain
guy?
America, not dude.
Hey,
Oh, that's Captain
you
America.
need to give credit to
Oh, of course.
Denism79 because this guy, he's onto something. Dude, that's dope.
Yeah.
Look at how
Alright.
cool that
He's
looks.
making a whole like steampunk Marvel universe.
Dude, that looks
there,
so
and
cool.
The artwork is actually pretty.
Stop. Go back to that.
To Daredevil.
Yeah. Like, look, the buttons. That reminds
Yeah,
me
I
of
know.
The Last Stand.
I feel like I don't even know what the world that like Last Stand Spider-Man like.
Yeah, I don't even know
I
like,
just-
what kind of.
Just
look.
from the Wikipedia page, I was like, wow. It's cool.
Yeah.
The Wikia page, whatever.
Yeah.
Wiki.
I'm gonna hold on. I'm
The
gonna.
Wikia.
No,
Wikia.
that's
no,
what.
that
Wait,
yeah,
that's-
that's Marvel Wikia.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Wikia.
But that's how you pronounce it? That was just all called Wiki.
No, Wiki is like the main one, but Wikia.
Yeah, so Steam-
Wikia
It's like
is
a
a
sub.
It's like a separate Wikipedia for a specific.
Oh, okay.
Steampunk Batman.
Okay, that looks
Let
a
me
little
see
silly.
that.
I mean, the
Yeah.
that looks a little silly.
A little bit.
That's crazy.
So it's basically just like engineer type looking stuff. Everything is like.
Yeah, like imagine a world full of just
Yeah.
machinery and gears, like Spider-Man using the gears to like.
After seeing that artwork, I'm Yeah,
yeah,
that'd
that
be pretty
needs to be a
badass.
thing.
See? That'd be awesome.
It's not gonna be, but it needs to be.
Well,
a thing.
court.
How about I don't
Yeah,
know
probably.
necessarily how good this would work, but like, just hear me out for a second. How about a Western Spider-Man? Could they
That's
could
what
they
ki-
do
That's
that?
what kind of steampunk. That's what it'll look like.
No.
No, steampunk. Steampunk is like
With the top hat and shit.
it's like curly mustaches and stuff.
It's like.
But
it's
in
like,
a way, that's in the same kind of.
It's very
like-
similar.
It's
Yeah, I
extremely
think
similar.
the
That's thing.
clothing for the
Western.
most part. It's like old fashioned.
Yeah, it's like old timey.
Not specifically Western, just old
Okay.
I'm gonna look up Western Spider-Man.
Yeehaw, cowboy.
Okay, now you
No.
just have Spider-Man in a cowboy hat.
Okay, yeah, scratch that.
Let me
Yeah,
see.
that's not gonna work out.
What is this?
And then there's the steampunk
Howdy, partner.
right next to it. Yeah,
Um,
we're not going with that one. Never mind, forget that.
Different. I don't. That's hard as hell.
What
I
else
don't
could
know.
they really do? 'Cause
I
they
mean, I
have,
was
like-
thinking about like space, like the.
That's what I was thinking too.
I mean-
I was like, eh.
Like,
That's
they-
kind of like 2099.
2099 is
It's
like-
not space,
It's
really.
futuristic
but it
New
looks
York.
like
and
space.
no, like
space,
imagine. I was thinking of space, like maybe.
Well, I mean-
it means really out there.
Cosmic Spider-Man is like the closest that you have to like space Spider-Man.
Well, no, like I was thinking like a city on the moon type thing.
Oh, okay.
I think
That-
something like
Oh.
that. Like,
like
a
an
complete,
alien Spider-Man.
like almost basically. Like think how cool that'd be. Like think it's not in our current universe. It's a completely different universe, not realistic at all. There's like different, just a galaxy of planets, and they all have cities on them.
Mm.
And then like they could kind of like tie in the symbiote thing or
Symbiote.
symbiote. What I call it symbiote.
Symbiote.
I guess.
Like think
Sure,
like
that
just a
could
meteor
work,
crashes and Spider-Man.
Like how about like a whole like Wait, did they ever explain where Venom came from? Like, did they actually like?
I'm sure they have. in
Yeah,
several different-
okay.
What do you mean, the symbiote?
Right. Yeah, like he's
it's-
basically
where
he
exactly
came
him-
out of a
I
comic.
mean, it's an
right?
alien. I don't know.
He's an
like,
alien. Like I don't
much
know
more
like
than that.
exactly where his home is.
Venom,
The-
planet.
Shut up.
Find this out. Planet Venom.
But in the Ultimate Universe, Venom is made by Peter's dad, and
really,
yeah,
and that's the story. I like that
I like that one better
because it makes everything. Like I like
Yeah,
stories
I
that.
don't like the space.
Yeah.
I like-
part of Venom.
See, I don't really like stories in comic books where things are just random events. Like I like things being connected by fate, kind of like Peter's dad made the symbiote,
Yeah.
and that's why he like found it and everything. Like I like stuff like that where things are like connected by fate. So
That's
everything
something
is
I
meant
really
to
liked
happen.
about the Amazing Spider-Man was how Peter's dad and
Yeah,
right.
I
it was
think
like
that
a
was-
badass.
yeah, how
Yeah,
I
Kirk
think that's
Connors
cool.
was like
Yeah,
his
that was
partner.
badass, and the whole like airplane scene.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
another scene that I actually liked.
Oh, I don't. That was in the second one. I don't. I
Oh,
was
you're
gonna.
talking about the first one.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way, it's still yeah.
Where did this thing come from, man? I don't even know if it says. Hold on.
You gotta keep talking,
Symbiote.
guys. You can't keep the audience.
It's originally known as the Klipnar.
Yeah,
Slipknot. What the
It
fuck?
sounds really
Wait.
disgusting.
It sounds like
Clitnar?
It sounds like
That sounds like
clitoris.
It sounds nasty.
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 Wait, did you look up Venom?
Unnamed planet. There you go.
Are you
Unnamed
kidding?
planet.
It originated from an unnamed planet.
Planet,
so-
unnamed planet.
Seriously, they didn't like make
No,
anything
the-
up for that shit.
Yeah, it's just
No, I
an
think that's
unnamed
kind of
planet.
cool though. Kind of like how it's
It
just
adds
like
to the mystery.
yeah,
of
the
like,
whole
why.
mystery surrounding Venom.
I know
Like,
it's
what?
cool, but I'm just surprised no one has done it.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised too. That seems like something like
A key
like
thing you'd
if
like.
you're thinking of an idea, boom,
it's like
right
shit.
there.
Well,
Okay.
fuck.
Yeah.
Well, terribly. We gotta
Oh man, I'm still on that trying to think of like
a new.
yeah like
I'll
because I
think
mean
of-
a
I'll
lot
think
has
of-
already been done at this
Where
point.
else can you go? Like
Exactly. There's been like a ninja one with like the manga thing and then
right.
What else
Don't they
released
have like
there?
medieval Spider-Man?
yeah they do. They have a medieval.
I don't know if that's a
Spider-Man.
real thing.
Spider Knight.
Spider Man. I mean, that's in that stupid
Spider-
iPhone game.
Everything from the iPhone game are all real things.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a medieval.
Okay.
It's like
Spider-Man.
There you go.
I forget what it's called, like fantasy, like Marvel fantasy. Where I don't even some.
Okay. Well, that sounds kind of fucking stupid. Honestly.
Kind of, yeah.
Spider Knight.
I think there's like an.
Ooh.
I think there's like a Native American like era Spider-Man where
What
he's
the
like an
fucking
Indian chief.
shit?
I don't know. Something
Well,
like
this
that.
is a very
Well,
different Spider Knight.
That's
I
probably
mean,
not
if
a
we're
thing.
getting
Oh, what?
I looked up Spider
ridiculous
Knight, and that's
with
what I could not.
let's do like cavemen Marvel
Caveman,
characters. Like
caveman
dinosaurs and
Spider-Man.
shit.
Hulk would fit right in.
What
Yeah,
would be?
no,
what
you
would be? Okay, so what would be Spider-Man's origin, and where would the spider come from?
He hit the rock.
Oh,
He found the
I don't know.
spider
Where
under
did
a
the-
rock.
where
How
the-
about everyone just gets a rock, a really big rock, just hits them in the head. So
They're all
they're
delusional?
not actually
They're
superheroes.
just
They're just all delusional, and the whole thing is just like them, just like hallucinating, and like they just think they're like all these superheroes doing all this stuff.
Well, okay, how about like now this is like getting some like real deep shit in the caveman universe, like
Okay.
like an earthquake opens up and like there's like all these different like there's like a spider that's like they're like all like mutated and like deformed and just like basically from like hell almost like all this shit like a spider from like hell like these creatures and shit start coming up and like turning everybody into like superheroes and Spider-Man turns into Spider-Man and
In the
however
cave,
fuck-
man.
Let me just say that's a very dumb idea, Anthony.
Yeah,
but that sparked up a really cool idea, like different,
Okay.
like Spider-Man from Hell, like
Oh,
Or, like
Purgatory
Spawn
Spider.
almost.
Well, basically,
Out. You say out.
an unworldly setting.
So like
Like there could like heaven and hell, like
Like a demonic Spider-Man?
like
Or like a
like kind of like realms, basically.
Okay.
Like not
I
worlds,
mean, you're
not
getting
people.
into like the dimensions.
make it look like a Mortal Kombat like type character, but Spider-Man theme. Like
Sure.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
It's hard. I know what you're saying.
Spider-Man, no. Dun, dun, dun.
We're very like on Spider-Man's dick in this podcast. We're
I
like
mean,
not
this is-
discussing other.
It's all about Spider-Man.
Do we want
We're-
to talk about? Well, yeah, this is a Spider-Man.
this-
podcast.
this-
wait,
this
it's
is
a
the
Spider
Spider-
Cast.
Do you think we
No,
were just
not-
talking 50 minutes?
not
Okay, anyway,
every-
Batman.
every week isn't going to be Spider-Man. It's going to be a different topic.
No, I know.
Spider-Cast.
Oh, okay.
The first this week's like
So the main topic
Thing.
is Spider-Man.
for this one.
We're
Yeah.
50 minutes in, and
And we've been talking about Spider-Man for the last hour. What do you a sudden jump? Okay, so Batman.
No, okay.
Last 10 minutes,
All right,
Batman.
Fuck you guys.
Okay, I don't know. Like,
we have to quiet down, by the way.
okay, let's see. What I want, this would have to be, I don't know how far into the future, but at some point in the future, Spider-Man, like for whatever reason, would be like working with the government, I guess, and he'd be like part of the
Shield?
like they'd be no, not necessarily Shield, but like after. See, I don't have everything figured out, but like something big would have had to go down for people to see like the like things were corrupt in the world. So then Spider-Man enlists in like a secret army and like gathers like soldiers and stuff to like. Man, I don't even know something.
The Shield and the Avengers.
It sounds
Shield and the
I
Avengers,
guess,
bro.
I guess,
Basically.
but more like underground. Like it's Spider-Man and his team against like a corporation
Like
that's
of
not
normal
Shield.
people.
Yeah, normal people.
Why
Like,
when the
recruits
superheroes-
these-
civilian.
Because all the other superheroes have been like corrupted by whatever. Like
So it's
Shield or whatever.
specifically Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's Spider-Man's the last remnant, and he's humanity's last.
Why is
hope.
he the main guy?
And he has to get a ragtag group, and then
I don't know. It doesn't.
It sounds pretty
Yeah,
ridiculous.
that
dude.
Yeah,
sounds pretty
I know,
dumb.
I don't
and that
know what I
sounds
was-
pretty focused on one character.
okay,
Yeah,
then
like-
let's make a Star Wars Spider-Man thing.
What?
Do you mean the space one I said
Space?
before?
We're back to space.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay,
space.
let's get off this whole.
Okay, yeah, because we obviously
Can that
don't
ever
know.
happen?
What?
That's a possibility. There's Star Wars comics are like a thing, right?
Yeah.
That's a possibility, like a
A
Star Wars
Why would they
Spider-Man
use it?
crossover.
because they can. Why wouldn't they?
Because that's ridiculous. It's kind of out
Because that's
there.
unnecessary.
But they have the ability to because
Of course
Disney
they have
Disney
the
owns
It
both
doesn't,
of
just
them
because
now.
they
Why-
can do it doesn't mean
They will.
will or
You're
even
not gonna
want
have
to.
Disney princesses
be-
in our Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Princess Leia is a Disney princess now.
We know.
I know.
Where have you been?
Mars.
Okay.
Space. Space.
Uh,
The final frontier.
Okay. Next.
how should we? Closing topic.
Okay. Has to be think of something that's just a one shot opinion.
Spider-Man versus Batman.
No.
That's not a closing time. That's enough like
That we
discussion
could
for
talk
the whole
that.
Okay. Alright.
Okay. No, never mind. That's not a good thing. If you could see, never mind. That's not a good one either.
If you had to pick one universe that was the only Spider-Man universe
Ultimate.
canon, why? Why Ultimate?
Because I just like the storyline better. I like the characters better.
I don't know. I'm sticking with the original.
What do you think? You're gonna say Ultimate. He's gonna say Ultimate. I already know it.
I was thinking it, but I'm like, no, that's too simple. Because if it's only one, like think about it, if you're telling me I can only have one, I wouldn't want it to be something simple. I want it to be something where there's a lot of more like possibilities. So
I think I really
So
like
the original universe.
the original. I really like the original
because I guess the original does have more possibilities.
Right.
But I do
It has
like
more.
I feel like Ultimate's more like
Ultimate is more of like the OCD's Spider-Man.
yeah,
You know,
because
it's
everything
more organized. and
yeah, it's
focused.
more organized and focused. Yeah, everything happens
Yeah, I
in
see
like
that.
such a good way. Whereas the Amazing
Right.
Spider-Man canon is just he gets cloned and then there's vampires involved and then now he has a daughter who turns into Spider-Girl. I don't like there's just
No, yeah.
there's just a lot of stuff and it just keeps growing and growing. Ultimate is just you have your Spider-Man. It's just a straight road
Well,
and then he dies.
Go back to
and
the
then,
beginning again because it's simple.
exactly.
That's
simple.
what Mark was saying that he likes, and that's saying that
Yeah.
in the end, that's how it's better off that way.
I don't know. I can't.
Well, I'm
pick
talking about
something
if like
that.
because I say I like the simplicity of just for the sake of as it branches off.
Mm.
I'll be able to keep track of it, not just because it's simple, because it says if it starts simple and starts getting complex, I can keep up with it. The thing with the Amazing, if you start from the beginning with the Amazing, it's crazy and a lot of things happen, but if that was the only universe you had to focus on from the beginning, then I'd pick that one. Because the thing I like about the Amazing is that, like, it's basically, the best way to describe it just popped in my head is like you just have like this playing field, and you have Spider-Man as your main piece, and you have all these enemies and all these different like paths you can take, but it's all the same Spider-Man, and you just like you can group them together any combination and have a story.
Okay.
But
Alright.
the ultimate is just like a straightforward thing. It's all organized. It's all like set for
It's
the most part.
OCDs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, I like how like it's like a mix and match thing. Like you could say, oh, there's like the story where like the Sandman and Vulture they team up against Spider-Man, and Spider-Man teams up with Green Goblin, or something like just something completely
From a
random.
different, yeah.
But you can mix and match it.
There's
You know,
different
so fit.
dimensions within the Amazing Universe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean-
I'm gonna. I guess if I
I'm agreeing
had,
with you guys because I don't want just one universe.
Yeah, I
in
know,
the
I-
end.
Yeah, when it comes down to it, I don't want one
Yeah.
universe. But if I had to pick one, I'd probably go Ultimate just because I
Yeah.
like how everything
Yeah.
is tightly woven together.
I
And,
just like the story.
There's everything that happens. There's like a means to justify why it
Yeah.
happens. Like it's not just okay. Now there's clones of Spider-Man. And it's not even that it's hard to keep track of. It's just I like Fate having a big like part of like why.
Yeah,
I don't know,
things
it's
I've-
like
my
I
opinion-
kind of don't give a shit about Ben Riley because he's
Oh
not
no,
Peter.
he's honestly my favorite like of all
Ben
the-
Riley?
of all the Spider-Man ever.
What
Ben
about
Riley
as a person?
I mean, he's just a clone.
He's
of,
a
like,
cool
Peter
guy.
Parker.
He's just Peter Parker, I guess.
But as the Scarlet Spider, like I think he's the coolest Spider-Man ever.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I'm hardcore Peter Parker all the way.
Yeah, because you know him.
well, I
We
mean,
all
Peter.
know him.
Oh, okay, well, let
Peter
me.
Parker and Ben Riley are the same. Honestly.
Besides-
they're the same people,
Okay,
except for the
okay,
freaking
hold
name.
on. Let me rephrase my thing. I think Scarlet Spider's suit, like with the red
Oh, you're
thing in the
talking
hoodie, that's my favorite Spider-Man suit. And then the Spider-Man version of Ben Riley, where it's like he has the wrist things, whatever.
Mhm.
Like those two are my two favorite Spider-Man suits of all time. But Peter Parker as a guy, like he's the best Spider-Man that they have because he's the original. You
What's
can't-
your favorite suit, Anthony?
My favorite suit?
Oh shit.
I honestly don't know what my favorite suit is.
Damn.
I mean, you're just going mainly off looks, right?
Yeah,
Shit.
just the suit.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Maybe-
and if the
I mean,
attributes,
if attributes
those-
had a plane, and I'd probably go the Iron Spider suit because he can do a lot of crap in there. It's like a
Yeah,
full
and
metal,
he has like legs,
like
and
armor.
shit.
Yeah, he has the legs. He
Yeah,
can, he can,
I'd
like,
go with
glide
Iron
with it.
Spider-Man.
In terms of
Mine
like
is either
what it can do, I'd go with that.
I don't know, I think mine's honestly big time Spider-Man or stealth Spider-Man.
Stealth Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Oh,
stealth,
yeah,
stealth and
is
big
that
time
the-
the same thing.
What is that? Stealth is green.
Yeah, it's
right?
like the darkish blue with like the green, the neon.
Yeah. That.
I don't know. I really like it because it's basic. Like it's just the spider suit. From what I know, it's just the spider suit only, like
Well.
stealthier.
Okay. Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
mean, it's
it's his
simple.
stealth suit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's simple
Yeah.
and it looks badass.
Okay.
That's cool.
And I'll last stand Spider-Man, but I'm not gonna.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, well, we should wrap this up.
we should web it up.
Shut the fuck.
Come on, man, we were doing so
We were,
good.
we were almost there.
We
We
gotta
got
restart.
3 minutes left.
We gotta
man.
restart the podcast
God
now.
damn it.
But why would we wrap it up? We could use webs because Spider-Man.
All right, you just want to end it now?
You guys
Yeah,
get it?
well,
Spare the audience.
Web it up.
Yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed our first podcast.
Yeah, we're in the testing stages at this
Yeah.
point, so be
Beta.
patient with us.
Beta. We don't even
Beta.
have a
We don't
name
even
yet.
have a
And
name.
trust me, trust all of us. We are not going to be talking about nerdy ass Spider-Man every week or every month or how.
Anthony
how
just found out
often.
about this.
Probably,
I didn't. I'm
probably,
just clarifying.
for the most part, probably nerdy stuff, just not Spider-Man all the time. We'll
Sure,
mix it up.
sure.
Yeah, we're definitely starting out with superheroes and mainly the Marvel universe.
Should do Ninja Turtles next time.
Uh,
Should talk about
Nah.
the movies and everything.
Well, I guess we'll see. Well,
we'll see.
Maybe we'll draw out.
Maybe if you care enough, put in the comments what we should
Wait, is
talk
this going
about.
on
Oh, yeah.
YouTube or?
yeah, we're gonna have a. Let's not. I'll explain this later. Anyway, this has been Mark Tushar.
Subscribe to our main channel.
You
You're
have
supposed to name your name, dude.
Oh, Peter Parker.
No,
Just
okay.
kidding. Peter Kafalis.
And
And Anthony Schaefer. Anthony Schaefer.
we
Signing
will
off. We'll
sign.
catch you on the other side of the
And
web.
follow us on Twitter and Instagram and
Yeah, just to look in the
Well,
description.
just look in the
basically.
description.
yeah, do that.
Alright, we out.
We are out.